What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I'm a 43-year-old man who's been single for the last decade. I am happy. So guys, check this out. This is one of those videos that's on TikTok. I'm going to play it real quick so you guys can see it. So guys, this is one of those videos that you'd only understand if you were on TikTok or you understand the way TikTok works. It's one of those short kind of like repeating videos with the guy. He's walking towards the camera here, and it's got like captions, and people like to read the captions. He's walking in slow-mo. But what's really important here is the message. The message is what we're focusing on here. And I'm going to check it. I'm going to read it for you guys here. It says, as a 43-year-old man who's been single for the past decade, I had the freedom to pursue my passions and create a life that I love while traveling the world. With a 6-figure income, no debt, and no kids, I've been able to focus on my own personal growth and development. Living alone has allowed me to prioritize my health, and I make sure to eat healthy and work out 5 times a week. So guys, what we have here is a gentleman sharing his experience with his decision to be single and all the benefits that life has afforded him. He's been able to do a lot that it sounds like he wouldn't be able to do if he was otherwise in a committed relationship. And so what I really want to focus in on here is the reaction of the people. Before I check out these comments, how do you guys think people reacted to him sharing this very obviously positive message? Seems like he's accomplished what he wants to, and he has a life that he's proud of. Shout out to this guy. You can go check him out on TikTok. There, I will make sure to find his handle and I'll pin it to the top of the comment section. But the question is, how did the people react? Well, there's some mixed reactions. For example, this first comment from a woman that reads, if you've been single for a decade and you're in your 40s, ... red flag, she says. She's like, no, that is a red flag. Then my question is like, red flag to who? Red flag to you? Okay, sure. Because he'd be a bad candidate for a committed relationship because he doesn't want one. That makes sense. Somebody else responded back to her and says, oh yeah, and being a 304, sleeping with multiple men in a new relationship every 2 years isn't? The question mark. The laughing emoji, which is a good point, man. Women will say, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship or have been in relationships most of my life. I haven't been out here in the streets. Then you ask them like, well, how many relationships have you been in? Like 20. Another comment here from another woman says, been meeting men your age lately in the same boat, and they're hard to love. They're hard to love. And so my question is, why are you trying to love men? Because I bet you what she means here is they're hard to lock down. She goes on to say, sorry, but most will stay single like this if you don't open up. Sounds like the dude am I getting something wrong here? Let's read this again. Single for the past decade. Why are you apologizing for him saying single? Sounds like the man wants to stay single, but is he out here busting cheeks? I bet he is. I bet he is. Somebody else responded back to that chick and says, men like me refuse to settle. Oh, no. Hold up. This is the actual guy who responded here. Here is his handle. It says, men like me refuse to settle. I'd rather be by myself than settle. I have an amazing life that's not based on being loved by someone else. Okay. And he has every right to live the life that he wants, and I don't see anything wrong with it. By the way, I love that he said, men like me refuse to settle, because you're kind of giving women a taste of their own medicine right there. They love to use that. I won't settle. I refuse to settle. Never. Well, there you go. You met your match. We've got another comment here from another woman, and it says, good for you. But what is it all for if you have no one to share it with? She then added, I'm single too, but I struggle with the feeling of hopelessness. That's sad. If I were the only person on earth, what would be the point of living? Well, women are more social creatures than men are, which is why it's interesting to me when I look at women and they have like these unrealistic standards that are like, I'd rather die. I'm like, oh, you're going to have a terrible time. You're going to be living a much lonelier life. But watch how they try to paint men as we are the only ones suffering in this imbalanced dating market. women suffer too. In most cases, a little bit more. And that's not to say feel bad for them, because they certainly don't feel bad for men. Another comment here says, well, imagine how much value the right woman would bring. Question marks. You're handsome, by the way. Goes shooting her shot, you know. Another person responded back to her and says, the woman he chooses have to bring him 1,000,000% peace and be ready to adjust to his culture. They don't want that. They don't like that coffee. That's good. Another woman here says, he looks good and all of that is amazing to have accomplishments. Honestly, kudos to you, but it's screaming red flag to me. It's screaming red flag because the man doesn't want to settle. Another comment says 32 and broke. Damn. Come save me. Nope. The laughing emojis. But will he? You know what? I'm sure. Another comment here says, y'all hating, but you females be the first to say, yes, queen, do you. Well, come on now. That's facts. That's true. Man, brother, do you, king. I agree. Next comment here from another chick says, why is everyone mad? I'm in the same boat. I don't make 6 figures, laugh out loud, but I'm happy and my bills are paid. Nice. Next, another gentleman here says, whatever works for you, brother, that's his journey. Peace and blessings to you, fam. We all have different paths in life. Respect. Another gentleman here disagrees and says, no kids. My brother, children are the only treasure we leave in this world. But to each his own, I'm assuming he means. Another guy responded back to that guy and says, nah, I got kids, good grown ones, and all I do is worry for their safety. Are you saying that maybe you wish you didn't have kids? I don't know, I'm curious. And another guy responded back and says, you can say that again and we'll leave you quick in a nursing home and spend your money. Next comment here says, good for you, keep it up. So we got some people here who support him. Next comment says, we love this for you. Ignore the miserable people projecting. Another woman says, this is called living your best life. Nice. Look at all the positivity. Another woman here says, as long as you're happy, life is too short to try and live by someone else's standards. Do you, king? And final comment, awesome, sir. Enjoy your life. This is definitely me just taking my time and becoming whole. The strong arm, be blessed. And I'm all for people living the life that they want to live. I truly do believe if you understand what it comes with, like the pros, the cons, because there are pros and cons to every situation. Like I've often said, people who don't want kids in a family might regret it later on in life. As somebody who's worked in nursing homes with the elderly, etc., I saw many that did, but for some people, they didn't. And is that going to be you? I have no idea. But live your life as long as it's realistic and you're not out here asking for unrealistic things. That's when, people are out here say they want to be by themselves, don't want kids, don't want a family, man or woman. I'm usually like, hey, good for you, because the last thing you want is somebody starting a family, having children, and they didn't want those kids. Probably best you don't. Guys, listen, I'm curious. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you as always for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.